How are you today?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good. Do you come here often?
I like to come here.
It's one of the best parks, I think, in town.
Yeah,
my opinion.
Nice to come from. Is there a photographic or photography club here today?
It seems that way. I mean, I think
lots of people with cameras.
I think it's just a nice place to be for pictures. So a lot of people come here to do like nature and birds and stuff. For me, I'm actually more of a portrait photographer. So actually, I do go up to people and I stop them and I ask if I can get their picture. I love your look. Is there any way I can get you a free portrait?
Sure. My husband passed a couple months ago and he enjoyed portrait photography.
Oh, absolutely.
So sure.
Oh, I love that. Well, sorry to hear that, but maybe this could be a way we can honor him together. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Also, I didn't get your name.
Mary.
Mary. Sean.
Nice to meet
Pleasure.
you.
Pleasure.
My fingers are cold.
I'm freezing. Now look out that way a little bit. Yes. I always ask people if they had a piece of encouragement to give somebody, what would you tell them?
Trust that there's a reason for things and that they'll work out in the end.
Has that been hard for you though, with losing your husband recently?
Actually, no. It's been more of a blessing than a joy. He left about 4.5 years ago. Involuntarily, dementia set in, and that transformed him into a totally different person. Someone totally unlike the person I knew as a husband for over 40 years. And it wasn't Alzheimer's, it was, they call it frontotemporal, and it's characterized by inappropriate behavior and aggression and insecurity, fright. And he was very big and he was very strong, and he became very demanding. He became very, very unlike himself, the husband I knew as my husband for over 40 years. And he was scared and he was frightened and he did not know what was going on. And his constant prayer was to be released, and so it felt like a blessing, an answer to his prayer when he passed. And to the very end, he knew who I was, and somehow when I was there with him, it brought him a sense of calmness, security, reassurance, because he knew who I was and he felt safe. He felt okay. He knew me, and my presence did something positive for him. If I didn't give him a fourth and a fifth and a sixth dessert, he'd be angry with me. And then he was like a toddler. And he would pound things and throw things and lash out at me. And he got to the point. And you can take a 2-year-old and you can put him in a safe place. When the man has 100 pounds on you, you can't do that.
But you probably slowly saw him losing his memory, right?
And he was fighting. He knew something was wrong. He didn't know what. He was highly intelligent. He was reserved. He had this quiet dignity about him. If the man who was my husband could have seen videos of what he said, how he behaved, what he did, he would have been horrified.
Wow.
It was good for me to know that my presence did him some good somehow.
Oh.
So of course I would have won anyway.
Absolutely. What's the thing that you loved most about your husband?
When we first met, I wrote him off. We were pen pals, and when we first met in person, before we said a word, I wrote him off with, oh well. He was overweight, he smoked, nothing for me. So I decided the easiest way to dump him was to just let him know who I really was. And I figured when he found out, he'd just leave of his own accord. To my amazement, I realized that this man could really know me and still love me anyway. He just accepted me. He never asked me to change. He never asked me to change to suit him or to conform to all of society's conventions that I have little patience with. And that's what I appreciated the most. He didn't criticize people. He didn't judge people. He just said people are different. And he just plain accepted me and loved me.
Wow.
It was cool.
That sounds like love to me.
It's my understanding of God's unconditional love. God knows us thoroughly and loves us anyway.